All right, hey guys, Jason here, Samco Workshop. Today we're going to talk about what I carry in my truck. Okay, EDC stuff in the Jeep, what's with me all the time. If you follow my channel, you know that I spend 200 to 300 to 400 miles a week, depending on the week. I am in the swamps by myself, miles, like many miles from cell phone service, anything like that, all by myself out there, hunting, fishing, doing that stuff. That's what I do for a living. And the Jeep gets beat up quite a bit out there, and so we got to carry our own kind of gear out there. So we're going to show you what we carry in this thing. You can see we got our stuff pretty good today. I had to use the lockers. Lockers got me out, but you can see how we got spray going this way and spray going back that way. We got into a pretty good hole. We're buried in up to the right up to the rock rails, and like I said, couldn't go any more forward. Had to stop, back up, rock it a few times to get it going. To be able to get me back out of that hole. Did not need to use anything else to get me out, but you can see, like I said, even this with lockers, front and rear lockers, sometimes it can be a little too much for it to be able to handle some of the stuff. You can see though, she, like I said, she lives in the dirt, she's in the mud 24/7. This is what this thing does, it's how it does it. And we're going to show you what we got in here, starting with the back end. So I rolled the tonneau cover up so you can see it, but back here my boots are always in here. I have a snake hook here that I use to pull anything, like if my boots slide up like this and they're over here, I can use my snake hook to grab them, pull them forward, plus I use it for snakes. So I have a snake hook in here. I have a tripod right here that I use for any of the filming stuff I'm doing out there. I have my X-Bull 13.5 synthetic line winch sitting right up here. It is actually strapped down. That is my winch bag, which has the extension cable, my winch controller, my snatch blocks, everything I need is in that bag, and it just sits in one little spot right there. What I like about having it there is you notice that it's up in front of the axles, right up on the front there. That's where all the cab weight is. That's about 100 pounds. I think it's like 92 pounds for the winch. That whole setup's like 92 pounds. You don't even know it's here. Okay, you don't even feel it. That's the beauty of it. And with that setup, I can winch from the back. As you see, again, from this, 99% of the time, if I'm stuck, I want to go back out backwards. Okay, I'm not somebody who's going to just floor it with everything I got and get as far in as I can and then have some and then winch forward. I don't do that. If I get in and I can't get, if I go in slow and easy and I start getting stuck, I'm getting out. I don't want to get stuck. It's not a test of getting stuck. So for me, being able to back out is most important. That's why I don't have the winch on the front, and I don't have the weight of a winch on there, and I don't have that winch exposed to UV, rain, weather, mud. Look at the water level here, and keep in mind I go slow. Okay, I do not go fast, but you can see the mud and water all over here, even from going slow. You hit it with this bumper, you can see the water lines over the bumper. Okay, it happens. When it happens, that winch is subject to a lot of crap. Mine, on the other hand, stays good and can be transferred to any vehicle and sits right back here underneath the tonneau cover. It is strapped down. It is sitting on a pad to keep it from making any noise against the front of the cab, and it is locked down with that strap, and it just lives right there. Doesn't move. Okay, rubber pad and that foam pad under it, it just doesn't ever move. Stays right there. So that's a good thing there. And then in our cooler here, all right, so in here, this cooler serves multiple functions. This is in my, I use it if I kill a hog when I'm out there and it's hot, I can use this cooler if I'm going to be out there for longer. So it's nice for that. But it also contains some of my gear. I have a extra, this is a bonus strap in here, another 30-foot strap and a clevis that you see right here. This bag is all my tie-down straps. I got tons of these, you know, like these blue ones. I got a bunch of tie-down straps in here. This is my jack base block. I made it myself. It's basically 2x10s, 3 of them screwed together so I can unscrew one if I need to. But that is my base for my jack if I need it out there, especially having the 35s on there. So this is just kind of stuff that I throw in here because I have the space right now, okay? That stuff is, this cooler is doing nothing otherwise. So why not fill it with a few things that you could use so they'll stay in there? But if I need to use a cooler to throw, you know, hog meat into or a deer meat and anything like that, it's because I bone all my animals out in the field. So if I need to throw one in here during the summertime, I can throw that stuff out of here and use the cooler. So that stuff stays in there. My boots are here all the time because, like I said, I'm always hunting. So we have that. That's our back end setup. Tonneau cover goes over it. All right, moving from there, we come around this side. Not too much crazy on going on in here in the front part of this for the most part. You know, other than mods that I've already shown you, the phone mount, the Taser Mini mounted in here. You can see I live in this thing. It's dirty. Okay, this is my world here. But we don't have a whole lot here. I'm not showing you the stuff that's in there because that's stuff that YouTube doesn't really frown upon or frowns on. See, I got a pair of binoculars sitting right there. Those are my truck binos. They're always in here for me. I have a battery charger right there. One of those battery chargers. It keeps all my GoPro batteries and all my stuff I need for hunting constantly charged, which I always have sitting here when I'm out. Other than that, pretty basic. I got my VFO dash cam set up right there. You guys see a lot of that footage. I love that thing. Light wire right here for my my nose sight ditch lights that we got right there. Love these. I will never not own ditch lights ever again. They will be on every vehicle I own. Back here is where the magic happens. Again, I live in this thing, okay? So actually, let me roll the tonneau cover up so I can use that as a shelf. Hold on one sec. All right, now we got that there, so we're set up. But also, just so you know, I will link a video at the end of this too, so you can see that winch in action, how I set it up. But it plugs right into my receiver hitch, and it pulls me out from the back. It's a beautiful system, takes less than 2 minutes to set up. I will show you that in a video linked at the end. Here I carry a spare pair of socks, because they gotta be. My shirt, because it's one of the WMAs I hunt, you have to wear orange, because it is a gun season area, even though I bow hunt only. My binoculars, my GoPro, and my hat are always right here, so they're always right there. My pack that I carry with me out there all the time, it's my hog hunting pack. And so that gives us to the seats. Down here, wiggy waders, okay? If you're into hunting hogs and going into swamps, you know what those are. They're wiggy waders, they're awesome. Those go in my pack 99% of the time. Down here we have just a rag for anything from sweat to anything I need to wipe with. Another one of those. Here's another one. I'm a huge fan of them. That is the bag for the wiggies. Putting that under there. Under here I keep a bunch of hats and an orange vest if I need it. And a bunch of different hats and a spare thermocell in case I need those. Because like I said, I live in that stuff. Here's thermocell, you know, containers and more pads for it. Some bunches of insect repellents are always laying around back here because I use this assortment of these all the time, so I always have them there. And another spare pair of socks. Water jug that I fill at the house and I keep repeatedly using, taking it out there with me all the time. And I drink sometimes 1.5 of these a day. You will see I have water everywhere. Okay, I mean, like I said, I live literally in this Jeep. Okay, the Jeep is my whole world. We're stuffing things where they go here. All right, so there's that. Here we have just a peanut butter bar in case I need something. It's pretty old and beat up. We have another battery pack right here that charges more batteries if I need them. Here is a light that I charge to. This is a video light that I can use for all sorts of anything I need it to when I'm out there or when I'm making videos. So that just sits in this cup holder along with this right here, spare parts kind of thing. A hanger from working the other day, have my suit hanging on it. We'll take that out of there. But so now on this side here, I use these towels because they protect my seats. You can see all the dirt and everything is here, and my packs are usually muddy and dirty. And throwing this stuff on here, just this towel protects things pretty dang well. So that's what we use that for. As you can tell, I don't vacuum very often. We have these little orange. These are shirt sleeves off of shirts, but again, they're very handy for rags, for anything I need to use them for. And so underneath here on this side first, we'll lift that up. Okay, so in here, let's move these out of here for a minute. We'll come back to those. Putting these up here. You can tell I'm very organized with this. So in here, we have a 20-foot strap right here. We have another 20-foot strap right here. We have a tree saver right here. Soft shackle here. Pair of pliers right here just because they're handy. One thing I don't carry that I need to carry more of is my toolkit. Now I take it with me on trips, but I do not leave one in the car all the time. I just don't have the room, and I have more room in a Gladiator than anything. These were ones that I used to carry in there just because they were ones that were most common kind of stuff that I may eventually bag and throw back in there. That's why they're just sitting there. But this toolkit that is right here, that toolkit goes with me everywhere I go on a trip. Okay, I've shown you that in many videos I've made about making your own toolkit. That is it. And anytime I go on a hunting trip, anytime I go on anywhere I'm going further than, you know, a couple hours away, I take that. If I'm going somewhere camping overnight, that toolkit comes with me all the time. I just throw it right in bed. Now, back into here, we have the ARB snatch strap. Okay, this is not a recovery rope. This is an actual strap. This is a like a kinetic rope. Okay, this is a kinetic strap. Love this thing. This thing is one of the most valuable things I got. It's about the same thing as a kinetic rope, but the difference is this is much easier, more compact. As you see, it fits in there. But a kinetic strap, and it costs, you know, about the same as a kinetic rope, but made by ARB, top shelf. Love this thing. This is a 20-footer, and I have plenty of straps that I can use to extend it, but it's a 20-foot actual snatch strap, not a recovery strap. Like these are recovery straps. These are static. They don't stretch. This does stretch, and it works amazing. Another hitch pin right here in case we need that hitch pin. More soft shackles. More soft shackles. Another tree saver right here like that too. So we got these things everywhere. Okay, now it does this side here. We're going to drop that down. Pull this down. Back here, we have compactor garbage bags, mandatory. This is my tack life, which I need to take in and charge, but this is my jump pack, okay? This is a camp charger if I need it. It will charge a cell phone in an instant if it needs it, but this will jump start a diesel pickup truck, okay? So it's like carrying jumper cables. What do we add on here? We are still full charge. Fantastic. Okay, cool. So it's still fully charged. That's a good thing. It'll turn off on its own. But I make a point to charge that thing every 3 months. But that stays back here, okay, in the back. So I put that back in there because we are fully charged. We have those compactor bags. We have another orange shirt back here because, again, orange is important when hunting. So we have that. We come back on this side, pull this around, get our seatbelt out of there. Hold on. Jamming everything up. There we go. Okay, that's in. And let's take you guys around on the other side and show you what actually, I'm going to pause this and put this stuff back because I want it right where it goes. So hold on. All right, we got all that stuff put back under the seat where it goes. So that's in there good, set, done. And now moving on from there, we also carry a bunch of zip ties. You can see these are big heavy duty zip ties that are always right there. I carry an extra one of these helmet liners that I wear. We have glue here that was very important to have. And what else we got in here? Okay, we have more glue right there. This, I don't even remember what this is. Oh, this is a USB cable that I need for one of my chargers. And I also carry a spare bowstring for my longbow in there too. So all of these things are basically all wedged into this back of the mat pocket, which is nice to have these mat pockets. I can't believe so many vehicles today don't have a mat pocket. It just blows your mind. But obviously, I think glue is very important because I got a bunch of it in here. The bowstring is important to have, and this adapter, I don't think I've used yet, but at least I know it's in there if I need it. I can't remember what it's for. It might be for one of my laptops to hook up one of my other cameras. But anyway, and then this is, I wear these helmet liners because they're thin, and I am a bald guy, and being bald, there's a good chance that, I'll leave that open, good chance that I'll get reflection off my head. So by wearing those helmet liners, they're lightweight, airy, and they work fantastic. So coming around on this side, over here in the front, nothing to write home about. Like I said, my binoculars there, that battery pack there, lots of storage here for anything I want to put in there. Good setup here. And coming around here, open in the back. Look at all the dirt. Look at that dirt in that hinge. Look at that. Jammed in the door. Jeez. Anyway, so coming around this side, like I told you, water, mandatory. Okay, so we got a lot of water. We got water here, we got water there, we got water there, water there, peanuts, a Coke, we got a little bit of everything. Down here we got a roll of toilet paper. We have 2 extra towels wedged in underneath this back seat. They are very important in case I'm soaked from rain or anything like that. I need them, whatever the case is. And this whole back seat is kind of closed off under here to hide those metal brackets because my longbow leans from here over to that corner. We're going to pull this towel right out of here and shake it out when we're done. Setting that here, we have, let's go to the back first on this. We pull this down. Okay, back here, we have multiple sets of gloves. We have one of these cable locks that I have the key in it right here on it for, and I have one in the glove box. A tree stand strap. This is an extra strap for my tree stand. 50 or 100 feet of paracord, 50 feet of paracord. More tie down straps. So they're not ratchet style like I showed you in the back. These are just lashing straps for anything we need to, but it fills up that little cubby right here pretty good. Let's put that stuff back in there. But it just is a perfect little nook to stuff this things in and have them all right there as we need them. Okay, so flipping that up, then we're going to flip up the rear seat. God, there's so much room in and a Gladiator. It is just so nice having this room. We have my tire kit, my tire plug kit, mandatory. Okay, I have this in every single vehicle, always will, mandatory. We have this shovel right here. This is my new one I haven't used yet. It's a square one. We are trying this out and we are going to see what we think of this. Normally, you can see the one I normally carry here. I'll shut this off here in a sec. Right here is the one I normally carry. You can see this one's been used a lot, okay? Used and abused and carried a lot. This is the round spade style one. This is what's been back in there forever. But I'm trying that square one down here, so we're going to see what happens. So I've been using that square style. I haven't really had to use it since I put it in there a couple months ago, but we have it. And that is our shovel we are carrying, but I will never not carry a shovel. So we have the shovel back here. We have that tire plug kit on this side. We have the ARS saw right here. Mandatory, gotta have that. We have another mini Gorilla Pod right here for using for my camera stuff. Again, things that I use all the time. We have another 20-foot strap right here. We have another 20-foot strap right here. We have our Viair 88, V88, Viair V88 compressor right here. We have extra, and this is extra shackles, and it is also the toe shackle. So in here, let's set it here, okay? We have these steel shackles, but then we have the toe set up right here. This goes into the hitch on mine if I need it, which I don't because I have recovery points. But if I am pulling somebody else out who does not have recovery points, I can take this. I have a hitch pin here with me. I also have a hitch pin on the back of my winch back there if I need it, and I have a spare one I showed you up front, but we can put this in his shackle like that, and then I can run this D-ring right on here, and then it gives me a point on their vehicle to be able to recover them, okay? So that's what's there, and I even keep an extra hitch pin, as you see. And I keep extra abrasion sleeves for soft shackles if I need them. But we got hitch pins in here as well too, and more abrasion sleeves. So this is that kit right there that I keep in there. And here we have more glue. Did I mention how important glue is? This one looks like it's about shot, but we're gonna throw it right in a fire pit. But glue is vital, okay? We have 2 more hard shackles right here. We have more zip ties. We have paracord right here. These are some extra pieces to, I don't know what. I'm assuming these were part of the tonneau cover. Pieces for the tonneau cover that I just threw in here. 2 extra bungee straps. These are actually used for my hunting tree stands to connect them to my stands and my sticks together. So that's why this size is in here. They are spares for that. And some massive big zip ties you can see in here. The one thing I got to put in here too that I do not have in here that always is and usually sits right down in here low is a roll of duct tape. And I'm going to do that right now because normally I have that in here and I pulled it out because we didn't have any at home and it needs to go right back in there. So we're going to grab that and put that in there because duct tape is mandatory. There it is. So duct tape. I'll have to buy more for it at the house because like I said, we used it all, but mandatory to at least have duct tape with you. Tools would be good. A tool kit would be a great thing to have, but I do not. So, you know, I do, but I don't bring it with me everywhere. So that's what we're carrying in here. We'll put all that stuff back. This map pocket here has got some, this is some of our licensing and registration stuff and a couple of extra. These are Walmart bags that I saved. We're down to 2, but I always stuff them in there because anytime I see people's junk in the woods, I pick it up. So I pick up their garbage, throw it in a Walmart bag and throw it in the back of the truck and then throw it out when I get home. So that basically covers everything we're carrying in this Jeep. And as you can see, it's a lot. Okay, there's a lot to it. The beauty of the Jeep though, of the Gladiator, we have the room to do it. Okay, I could never carry this much stuff in my Tacoma without having to mount stuff on molly panels in the back end. It was kind of a pain in the butt. But you know, and you don't really guess. I guess you don't have to have all this stuff. But I have the space. Why not carry it? That's my attitude. I have the space. Why not carry it? But I got, you know, I got a 30-foot in the back. 1, 2, 3, 4. I got 5 20-foot straps, a 30-foot strap. I mean, I got more stuff than I know what to do with, but I guess it's better to have too much and not need it than need it and not have it. So that's kind of my setup on what I carry. That is my, and you can see I'm sweating like crazy. It's 93 degrees, and we got a thunderstorm coming here in about 15 minutes according to radar. So it's hot, but that is it. That's our Jeep. That's our setup. That's what we carry in it. So as you can see, for somebody who's going to spend all this time by himself out in the middle of nowhere, I'm pretty well secure, pretty much taken care of. I don't have to worry about much. I have traction boards in there that I don't bring very often anymore now that I have the winch, but traction boards are a very good idea as well too. You've seen those here, right there, sitting right next to my toolbox. Traction boards, okay, they're a very good thing too. Those are the X-Bowl ones. I love X-Bowl stuff, and I love that winch, and I like that winch on the cradle being set up back here in the back seat. The reason it's in that corner is because my 180-pound butt sits right here. Why not put that 90-pound winch right there to offset that, so it kind of evens itself out? But like I said, you don't even know it's back there. Now, if I take that winch and I strap it down back here, if I set it back here and I strap it down right here so it's easy to get to, like when I go to test it and when I was doing that kind of stuff, you know that winch is there. You feel that. When I'm going through the whoops and the ruts and the stuff like that, I can feel that extra 100 pounds all the way out here on the tailgate. That's the beauty of this system. By being able to tuck it way up in there on the front side of that axle, you no longer feel it. You don't know it's here. But that same squishy feeling and that bouncy, feel that weight up there, is the same reason I did not want to put one on the front of this. I hope I never have to use that winch. Today we almost did. It could have maybe. I probably could have gotten by. Like I said, we were close. Close enough that I didn't even try filming it because I was sinking so fast into that mud and I didn't want to take any chances, you know, wasting time to set up cameras. So we just, you know, moved as quick as we could to get out of there. But that's my setup. That's the world. That's what we got going on. So hopefully it gives you some ideas and some pointers for things that you might want to do for your rig and things that you might want to carry. So, and if you have any suggestions on something that I missed or should be, definitely let me know. Except for the tools. I know I'm like I said, my tool bag is fully loaded and it should be with me all the time, but I don't. It just doesn't come with me all the time. But like I said, there you go. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching.